what really, and I mean, what really sets apart Raze Energy from the rest of the brands out there? Welcome everyone to another new episode of the Hustle Factory Podcast Show. And if you guys see something different in this layout, that's because I'm using StreamYard, and it's also the fact that this is actually the first time that I'm going to be doing an interview episode for 2022. It's been a while since I've done it, since I guess 2020 with Chance Beck, and one of the entrepreneurs and great guy to connect with. But overall, all I'm trying to say is it's been a while, so I apologize if I felt a little bit rusty and so on. And if I kind of sounded weird, well, that's because like for the past few days I kind of had a seasonal allergy going on. But you know, no big deal. And you know what, guys? And speaking of guests, we today's episode we actually have a special guest in this episode. And like I was saying, I want to go ahead and revitalize this series, and I would like to call them now Hustle and Chill. And Hustle and Chill is basically just a interview episode series where I sit down and talk to different content creators out there, and so we talk about motivational stuff, what they do for a living, what they're very passionate about. And I'm gonna go ahead and get our guest plug in immediately now. So let me just exit the full screen. I'm gonna add Robin to the screen now. All right, Robin. So how's it going, anyways?
Good, John. How are yourself?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, excited to hop on here. Excited to chat.
Same here, Robin. I mean, to be honest with you, I've been kind of expecting to do this for a while now. Since I've thought about since I've become a Raze ambassador, I'm like, why don't I cover something about Raze Energy on my podcast? Since I'm really liking what they're bringing about, the positivity and the vibes. So, guys, so basically, to get this episode started, guys, let's go ahead and just get Robin introduce himself, get to know him. So, what is it that you do in this company and so on, and what is this all about?
For sure. Yeah. So I'm the CMO at Raze Energy Rep Sports. Have a couple brands underneath the parent company, but Raze Energy Rep Sports being kind of the main one here, with the energy drink really being a big
Oh
horse
my,
in
the
that
blue
race,
shell. I
and
can't believe I
being
missed it. That's
it is it's been my favorite flavor so far, the new blue shock, so excited about that. But yeah, so I handle or oversee all things marketing, from what kind of ads we're running to
all right, all
the
right,
kind of ambassador program, and as well as just the general social media. So yeah, really kind of oversee all of that.
all right. That's all right. That's good to know, Robin. I mean, now that we kind of get to know Robin a little bit more, he is the CMO of Raze Energy and so on. It must be a lot of stuff going on there right now with you, especially being a CMO of the company and so on.
There's always things going on, that's for sure.
Hey,
The growth
that's a good thing
is
about that.
crazy. What was that?
Well, that's a good thing about that, Robin. You never know what's
Mhm.
going on, but it's not like it's a bad thing, anyways. All right,
That's
guys.
for sure. I'd rather be busy than I guess not busy at all. So certainly good problems to have. Everything, with the growth and everything we're experiencing. There's a lot to
Right,
do
right,
every single day, but all for the better.
right, right. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. All right, so next thing I just want to ask, and I think most of the people out here, whoever's watching this right now, whether you're an ambassador right now or you're just one of the general public who's still kind of a little bit skeptical about Race Energy, go ahead and just comment down below and let me know what you are, what is it that you're curious about Race Energy. So basically, what I want to ask now is, what is Raise Energy all about, and what's the hype all about? Because ever since I become a ambassador a year ago, I've been seeing so many Facebook ads, Instagram ads about Raise Energy. I'm like, okay, is this a coincidence? Is this a targeted ad for me or what?
For sure, we definitely go hard and run a lot of paid
I
media.
can see
So that
that.
the ads are definitely out there. We get people like you saying, all of a sudden one day they'll get 10 ads from us, and like, okay, well, I definitely didn't intend to give you 10 ads on the same day, but yeah, we definitely run a lot of ads. But yeah, I mean, for us, Raise Energy really is all about trying to have products that we really, when we started it was to make products that we wanted to take ourselves. We were energy drinkers as well, and just wanted better products, wanted better flavors, wanted more flavors. and just wanted some extra functionality to the product. So really with Raise, that was adding multiple sources of caffeine, so you didn't have a crash, because that was one thing we always didn't like on the energy drinks, and then added the electrolytes and hydration
Right,
and
right,
stuff like
right.
that. But really, overall, from the brand standpoint of kind of what we're trying to represent is just really a positive mindset, and demanding more is kind of one of the ending slogans here for us. Just that we're always trying to kind of, on product side and flavors, push the products to be as good as possible. On just the community side, we're always trying to kind of give back, feature the community, talk to the community, and really just try and have a great time while having products that people love to consume.
Right, right, right. I get that. And by the way, Robin, I just gotta say, I like the setup that you got going on your background now. Just a straight up sofa couch, just straight up chill. I like that. That's exactly what I want to go on in the near future, where I'll just put like a big ass couch in the background where I can
Yeah.
just sit down with people out there, content creators and so on. So that's kind of part of my plan on for 2022.
Nice.
All right,
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, we're along with this podcast, we're trying to start some of our more creating more content ourselves as well. So we're
right, right,
planning on
right.
doing
Hey, content
some
is
more
king.
podcasts and things.
So I just want to ask if I'm correct, Race Energy is basically, how do I say this? The company behind it is known as Rep Sports, right?
Yep, yep. So Rep Sports is the current company. Is That's really where we started. We started in more of the like hardcore fitness area. So that was Rep Sports initially had a lot of muscle builders, pre-workout products, things like that.
Right, right, right.
And then launched Raise into that. And that kind of took us away from our core of hardcore sports, just because the energy drink is so much broader than that. It's the gamers, it's the lifters, it's the everyday, blue collar workers. So really, the brand has kind of migrated away from just hardcore sports, and into a lot more everyday kind of functional lifestyle products. So yeah, Rep is the parent company. We will be continuing to kind of as Raise kind of takes over. I think we'll probably end up rebranding the around Raise, so Raise kind of being the main name. But yeah, for now the parent company is Rep.
It actually makes a whole lot of sense. So now that we got to know a little bit of Race Energy and so on, I just want to ask one thing, and I think there's like a decisive factor on that behind. And what I mean by that is sometimes the one group says that they don't like it, and the other one it's not a big deal of all. So tell me about how you guys ever got into the whole LTO marketing style, where most of the flavors that you guys drop monthly is like limited time only flavors and so on. So
Hmm.
care to collaborate more about that in?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I mean, when we first started out, we didn't intend to go into the limited time drop. So obviously, it's very popular in the shoes or apparel. It's kind of where it started out doing more of those limited drops. When we first started out, never intended to go down that direction.
Okay.
But as we started the insider program for us, where all of our insiders get new flavors every month, so we send them new flavors to test, and they get to try them out and give us feedback. We realized through that the first 6 months or 8 months of running that program, we didn't launch, we weren't doing LTOs, but so they were trying flavors, giving us feedback, and then we still didn't release anything new. And all of our insiders were kept telling us, they want to see these flavors come back out. Um, so really, it was kind of a one between the insiders already tasting flavors. It really made sense for us to be able to offer those. And then two was we wanted to give everyone more variety. Big reason why a lot of companies don't release as
All right,
many
that makes a
products,
whole
like
lot of sense.
especially yeah, especially on the drink side, is it takes a long time to get it into retail. So like we can sell it online very quickly, but in the retail side, it takes months to plan it, to get it into the retail shelves and everything. So with us being very e-commerce focused, we were just seemed to make sense that we could offer
Right,
more
right,
variety
right.
for people, give some excitement, and kind of go down that route. We will be launching more flavors back in as permanent releases, but at the moment, because of how fast we're growing, it's hard. We can't keep up with demand
Gotcha,
if we
gotcha.
kept leaving them there.
All right, I see, I see.
Yeah. So I mean, for us, it's real. I know there's some people who don't like it in the sense of you know, the flavor's gone after a little bit of time, and they're upset that they missed out. Um, for us, it's really just we want the new, exciting, and it allows us to kind of prove that a flavor works. We're still a small company, and so we get things wrong. Some flavors just don't hit, and we don't
Uh,
really want to want to put the time in to get it onto retail
right,
shelves or
right,
anything like that until it's proven. So the limited time offers really helps us and allows us to kind of prove the flavor is,
right,
deserves
right.
to be there, really.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, don't get me wrong. The first time I've got into Raze Energy and so on, I got a little bit upset the fact that at first, and then now
Yeah.
that I stop and think about it, the limited time only marketing stuff, it isn't really like a new thing in the industry. It's been there for a while. Like if you think
Mhm.
about like the fast food that you eat on, like maybe Wendy's, Taco Bell, McDonald's, they always have this type of burger that's only for a limited time only. Like they last for like a month or
Yeah.
two. Then after that, it just disappears.
Yeah, or McDonald's has the McRib,
Right?
they bring it
Exactly.
back just so often, then it's gone.
Right, exactly. And then I guess they just bring it back whenever the demand is high or not. So, I could say that that's totally understandable, guys. And guys, you know what?
Yeah.
Just do me a quick favor. If you guys are liking what you're hearing so far about Race Energy, please go ahead and comment down below and just give a huge thumbs up. Don't even bother not liking this video because I just don't see no reason why. Or if you're also a race ambassador, please you better like this because like I said, I just see no reason why. Would you agree, Robin?
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Dropping
It's
gems here,
crazy.
you know?
It's like sometimes I have to beg for a like and all that, but I try not to beg. I don't want to be a chooser and all that.
There's
All
a,
right.
it's a tough world out there for content,
Right.
There's
That's
a
just
lot
how
of
my podcast rolls
competition.
sometimes. I'm just being myself and I don't want to be a fake and all that. So now that we got all that out of the way about Race Energy, about the LTO flavors and so on. So could you briefly tell me about, I don't know if this is the right word, I guess hierarchy or tier. So, if you have the general public and then you
Mhm.
also have the ambassadors like me where we promote the products and so on, then you also have the insiders and the hustler program. Could you go
Mhm.
ahead and just briefly tell us the main difference between those three things?
For sure. So really, obviously, we have kind of the general consumer. So just like any retail, or any brand would have our normal consumers, and then really kind of behind the fold, closer to the company, we have our two kind of separate programs: the ambassadors and the insiders. So the ambassadors, to begin with, are really those people trying to promote the brand to either get free product, make commission, or just simply because they love the brand and
Right, right.
you know want to represent. So really, that's our ambassador program. We do have a hustler program that kind of stems from the ambassadors, and really what that is we again are a small brand, and are in limited retail stores. On the drink side, we're growing every day, but it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time to kind of get everywhere. With that hustler program, we allow ambassadors to basically become distributors if they'd like, if they'd want to start stocking, Rays in retail locations, or want to sell
Okay,
it,
okay.
individually to their friends or at a gym or things like that. That's what the hustler program allows them to do. So if you want to
Right.
kind of transition from the online selling with a code or link to in-person sales, the in-person is where kind of the hustler program comes separate to that, but there's some crossover. So some ambassadors are insiders, some insiders are ambassadors. Insider program really is it's a subscription program, so it's $40 a month. They get a package every month with unreleased flavors. So really, we like to think of the insiders as our ultimate focus group for us. So not only do they try all of our products beforehand, they're the ones who like they approve, whether. So we've, for example, on the Blue Shock, we sent insiders two separate versions of Blue Shock. So we had an original one. They gave feedback on it. We sent another one. They gave feedback on it again, and then we, with that feedback, released the Blue Shock LTO to the public. So really, the insiders are those who want to get ultimate access to us, the people who are running the company. So they
Right,
get
right.
behind the scenes access information, but a lot of it stems of the biggest thing for most people is they want the exclusive, testing rights basically. So they want to test
Yeah,
all the products
that makes sense.
before
That
they
makes
come
sense.
out.
So basically, the insiders are the ones who basically kind of finalize that, like the flavors, whatever Raisin is going to drop a flavor. So let's say they're dropping this flavor, then you guys will send them like this flavor A and flavor B, and which one tastes better, which one tastes not, and so on.
Yeah.
Basically, they're the one who's bringing you guys some feedback on that flavor.
Exactly. Not only flavor, they also talk about like the ingredients on new products. So, for example,
Okay,
actually today we just launched hydration. So that's our stick pack like electrolyte drink mix, and that's a product that insiders have also tried for multiple months now, and giving us tweaks on the formula. Like they want to see more salt added, or they wanted one of the things people asked for was adding probiotics to it. So that's one thing that is in the
right.
new hydration, is people that wanted more than just the electrolytes. So there's a lot of cool things that the insiders, really give feedback on and help, because at the office we have 16 people kind of in the marketing and sales side of things, and
Right.
they give us, obviously we have great feedback on our own products and we have opinions, but we're only so many people here, whereas the insiders, we have about a little over 4,000 right now who give
Oh wow,
feedback on
really?
products. So yeah, it really helps in terms of trying to create a product that we know everyone will love, as opposed to just a small select,
Right, right.
group of people.
Yeah, yeah, that's very understandable, and it really sucks that I kind of drank my last Raze Energy like yeah, like yesterday when I was hitting the gym. I'm like, my God, this sucks. I gotta get another one.
it is the worst feeling is running out. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, it's no like I mean, guys, I'm not just saying this because I'm getting paid. Well, I mean, technically, if I want to get paid, you guys gotta click on the link, and then I'll get a commission on that. So technically, I'm not getting paid. Okay, so you guys need to chill out in the comments and say, "Oh, I'm just doing this because I'm getting paid by Raze." Oh my God, guys, just chill out. That's not how it works, actually, guys. It's a bit more complex than that than you think. So basically, I was wondering, how can the general public basically get more involved with the brand itself? What can they do about it? Like if they really like the
Yeah,
brand and so on, what is it that they can do initially?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we're really trying to focus a lot of our on the kind of on some of the marketing side and some of the community side on TikTok. Obviously, is exploding for a lot of people, so we're really trying to double down on TikTok. So I think any kind of engagement that they want to,
Right.
or follow us on TikTok or Instagram, is really kind of the first gateway into the company for the most part. Both of those platforms is kind of where we drop more information, upcoming launches, and do giveaways and things like that. So I think that would be the first two spots. If they really want to go deep, if anyone wants to kind of try and learn a little bit more about the company, we do have a YouTube vlog that we started as well. So that has some more insight there. 20-minute long episodes or so, just gives a little more background and
Right, right,
feedback,
right.
or information about the company. But those are really probably the best places to learn more.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Or
That's good.
obviously repsports.com, if you want to buy, use the code. What's
Yeah,
the
make sure
code,
make
John?
sure you write that down, guys. Repsports.com. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I'll try to go ahead and leave all the links in the description below. That way, you guys don't get lost in or even the pinned comments. So actually, guys, we're about to wrap up this episode and so on. I got like two more things to kind of ask about Robin. I know Robin is a pretty busy guy, especially for the CMO. Here's the thing, Robin. What really sets apart Raze Energy from the rest of the brands out there? I'm talking about like G Fuel, Ghost, Bang. And I just want to give you a heads up. This will be the best time for you to start flexing on behalf of Race Energy. So give me the best of your ability. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
one
even
of the
shy back.
honestly, yeah, for sure. One of the biggest things that we really pride ourselves on compared to anyone else is we manufacture our drink here in Orlando, Florida ourselves. So
Oh, really?
unfortunately, I'm not.
Orlando? No wonder.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I'm at the home office, so unfortunately can't show the manufacturing or anything. But yeah, unlike anyone else, there's really no one in our space who makes their own drink. So we control the entire process, from creating the flavors to creating the formula to actually putting it inside of the cans, and even shipping it out. We do all of our own fulfillment. So literally from end to end, we do it all. So I think for us, there's a big pride in that. Obviously, we think it comes out in the quality of the product and the flavors we release and the formulas we do, and even down to the
Right,
designs
right,
of of the product. But we're very proud of the fact that we kind of do everything in house here, and we really know everything. So I think for us that is a huge piece. Outside of that, it's really what we care about most as a company and trying to build on the marketing and everything is the sense of community and what we're trying to build in the community.
right,
So I'm not sure how much everyone else goes in on that. Certainly not the big guys. G Fuel tries to do it in the gaming sense. So on the gamer side, they might beat us a little bit on some of the partnerships, but we really try to connect as much as we can with all our consumers, and
right, right, right,
have a connection that they can actually see the people running the company. They understand the marketing that we're doing. They understand the product, and really, that's the reason why we have the insiders as well. Is we want people to be as close to the company as possible.
right, right.
And so, really, I think that's just if you want to be a part of a company as opposed to just a consumer. That's really what we're trying to give, the consumers here.
Right, right, right. I mean, I think what really matters here, guys, is basically it's the brand itself is either created through community driven or not. It just depends on what type of community you have in there. So I think that's what really sets apart from all the brands out there. And I am aware that G Fuel is basically one of the top energy drinks out there when it comes to gamers. I'm like every YouTuber that I see, they're all, oh, I'm sponsored by G Fuel. Well, go ahead, use my code. Yada yada. Like, dude, you haven't even told me a single shit about G Fuel. I mean, I'm just
No, I mean,
tell me more
I don't
about
want to
G
throw
Fuel,
shade
man.
on
What does it taste like? Does
on
it taste like Pepsi? Does it taste like what? Like what? I don't know.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, I
you
don't
can
want to
go ahead
throw
and try
shade
to
on.
disagree
They're a
with me,
great,
guys. I'm just
yeah,
sharing
they're
my point of view on
yeah,
that. You know,
yeah. There are great other companies out there, so I don't want to say that there aren't other good products out there. We happen to think our formula is superior and our flavor is superior, but we let the people decide on that. We did win Clash of the Cans and Energy Drink Brand of the Year, so we did beat G Fuel in both of those. One was
I guess what
voting
else
from a
to say,
panel.
man? You know,
Yeah, exactly. The other is voting from fans. So we ended up winning that and beat out Monster, Rain, Ghost, G Fuel. So we think the fans have are speaking, but we're still smaller than them. So we're growing every day, and we're
oh,
blessed
we're
and
just getting
happy
bigger.
with
I can
what we
tell.
have. Yeah.
And let me just add something. If I'm correct, everything in Race Energy is zero, right? Is that what it is?
Yep. Yep. 0 calories, zero sugar, zero dyes is the
I'm like,
main
my
zeros
God.
that we.
And
Yeah, it
the
was
reason
that
why
was
I'm
along the lines
emphasizing so
of.
much about the zero because back then I do drink a lot of energy drinks and so on, and one of them is Bang. And I'm not making a beef with you, Bang, or whatever. I'm just saying every time I drink your energy drink, I always get this massive crash at night. So I'm like, oh God, I feel like I drank too much. And when I only drank a can, that's
For sure.
exactly how I felt. But ever since I started drinking Race Energy, I'm not feeling any of that. Actually, I'm getting more energy than I thought that I realized.
Yeah,
And I was
that
like,
the crash is a huge one.
we're
Yeah,
talking about like
the
next
crash is
level
a huge one.
energy where you thought you're done for the day and you just take a sip. Okay, I can keep going, no problem. Round two.
Yeah, when we first were formulating Rays, that was the main, like, a couple things. It was one, the crash obviously was huge from normal energy drinks, and then two was there were just things like you're saying on the zeros that were just unnecessary in drinks. So no reason that sugar needed to be in there. There's no reason to have dyes. Like, why is an energy drink
Right, right, right.
adding a little bit of artificial coloring just to make a color? It doesn't make any sense. So we really were trying to strip all the stuff that didn't make any sense and make a product that was functional, actually
Right, right,
deliver on the
exactly.
promises of an energy
I
drink.
agree, I agree. Because sometimes there are what you call it? There are companies out there where they'll say everything is zero, but when you take a sip and then it takes a couple of hours to take effect on that, you realize, hold on, I thought everything is zero and there's no crash, and out of nowhere you get this crash. And oh
Yeah.
yeah, Bang, I'm still looking at you. I'm sorry. I'm still looking at you, Bang. You're the prime suspect. I'm just saying. You guys need to step up your game. As I know Raze Energy is stepping up their game way beyond that I realized.
we're trying.
Oh no, you guys don't have to try. I think you guys are already doing it. I'm just to be honest.
Appreciate it.
Because beside all the marketing ads that I see in all the posts, I'm like, oh, I know I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. I don't think they don't just rely on the Magic 8 Ball and say, "Oh, should I go ahead and post this thing? Magic 8 Ball, let me shake it." No. Oh, okay.
Only occasionally do we use that, sometimes, but most of the time it's it's data
I mean, you
driven.
can. It never doesn't go wrong. I mean, from time to time, you got to use that Magic 8 Ball.
For sure. We all need a little luck and a little magic sometimes.
All right, guys. Well, to be honest with you guys, unfortunately, we gotta start closing up this episode, and I just gotta ask one more thing about Robin because I know he got some other stuff going on for the next hour or 30 minutes, something like that. So, what is it that you're very excited about this year, 2022, and are there anything that you can kind of share us about what's coming up on Race Energy? Just a little bit sneak peek. It don't have to be all the way a reveal, otherwise it would no longer be a surprise. So are you guys planning something, anything big this year for the brand itself?
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely going to continue to launch a number of new products this year. So we have a lot kind of in the pipeline for trying new products. And then really in the near short term future, we have a few big retail chains that we're rolling out in. So some pretty large, nationwide chains. I can't quite say who it is yet, but we're really excited for what's coming in 2021. We're going to see us in a lot more stores. We're going to keep releasing a lot of
Right, right,
flavors,
right.
and hopefully we'll have a second version of a new can. We've launched a lot of stick pack products and other powders, but I think this year we'll be launching a
Right.
second product to raise in a can. So that'll be exciting as well.
Well, you know what? I think Race Energy is gonna get to the point that where if out of nowhere you go to Walmart and you see like a section there that says Race Energy, okay, yeah, we're sold.
That's the goal. Walmart is a big one. Where it's not quite Walmart yet, but we're getting there. We have had
There's nothing
conversations,
wrong
so
with
we're
that. I think once you guys put up Raise Energy itself on Walmart or whatever stores that you wanted to, I think we're gonna get onto the right direction and so on.
I hope so. That's on the marketing side, and with the ambassadors and insiders. Really, we're building up the demand and kind of the pent up demand for everything. So as we continue to have the customers on the e-commerce and
Right.
ambassadors and everything, it helps the momentum to have retail work.
All right, good thing, good thing, good stuff,
Yeah.
man. So just lastly, where can they go ahead and follow you guys up on when it comes to Raise Energy on through social media and so on? Where can they get to know more about Raise Energy?
Yeah, so Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok are all just at Raze Energy. That's the main spot. There's also Rep Sports on Instagram. And then if you guys don't even, what's my social? I'm Robin Danielsen. If you want to look me up, I have not really any social presence because I focus on the brand day in and day out. But that should change this year. I need to do more stuff.
Right, right, right. That's understandable, man. Because there are times there are people out they don't even have a social media they don't even have a social media account, but they come to find out they already had one and they just abandoned it years ago. And that happened to me before and so on. And I just have to recover it. I mean, shit, I didn't even realize that years ago I had a what you call this. I can't believe that I still have an access to my MySpace account. I'm like, my God, I'm that old, huh?
I still have a MySpace. I forgot what the last song I put on was.
No, it's like I wish MySpace didn't die off that easily.
Yeah.
It was
That's
the youth
interesting how
prime
how
at
quick
that
it
at
was.
that time back in the day.
Yeah,
That's what
for
really
sure.
revolutionized everything and so on. So yeah, guys, this is pretty much the end of the episode. And once again, Robin, I really, really appreciate of you ever coming into this podcast. And one more thing, just huge shout out for Danae for ever setting up this episode for the both of us. I know
Yeah,
we had a bit of a kind of mess up on the days and all that, but that's understandable. We still made it.
for sure. I appreciate you having me on and everything. Excited for
Yes,
it.
sir.
And
Yes, sir.
yeah, good luck on the continuation of the podcast and everything. And I'm sure in a few months, maybe we'll hop back on and do another episode and and
Yes, sir.
talk
That's the plan.
on your side and how the grind and how the growth has been going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I will see you later, and we're gonna catch up on that one.
Perfect. All right. Thanks everyone.
Well, guys, to be honest with you, for the very first episode of this podcast, when it comes to the interview episode, it's not so fucking half bad. It's not bad at all, guys. I did pretty good. I mean, I was kind of rushing on this because the fact that I have to do that, I have to revise the script so many times, and I still have this seasonal allergies going on. Hey, like I said, not half bad at all. And I do apologize if it's for the first few minutes of this episode. It's kind of the audio kind of sucks because to be honest with you, I didn't realize that I forgot to plug in the audio interface to my StreamYard, and I'm like, wow, what a fucking rookie mistake. So, anyways, guys, I don't want to go ahead and waste your time anymore. If you guys want to go ahead and hang out with me on social medias and so on, you guys can easily check me out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at John Demas. I'll go ahead and link all of my socials on the description. And if you also want to check out the content for my podcast, same as well. You guys can find us at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook page as well at H Factory Podcast. All the links will be in the description as well. And lastly, not to mention, I'm pretty much live on TikTok as well at John Demas. And you guys may be wondering what platforms you guys can also listen to my podcast to. You guys can actually listen the Hustle Factory podcast on different platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and even on Amazon Music. If you're into Amazon, you can go and check us out there. Just look us up, the Hustle Factory podcast. And there are other platforms out there. And I forgot to mention as well, this podcast is pretty live as well on Bullhorn too. So check us out, bullhorn.fm. And guys, like I said, not half bad at all. I really appreciate of your time coming in on this podcast, tuning in. I really appreciate your time doing so. I know it's been a very challenging year 2021, but you know what? Guess what? We all fucking made it, and I will try the best of my ability to upload this episode as soon as possible. Hopefully before the end of this month. And other than that, guys, I gotta get the hell out of here and get ready for my job. So I hope that you guys are having a great day so far. John Demas signing out. Have a great day, guys.